All right, welcome to AGRI 4312. This is Web Design in Agriculture. I wanted to take some time and go over our first learning module, which is Learning Module 0. So there is some work you need to get done before we meet for our first class meeting. So this is the homepage for this course. There's a couple ways to get to the lessons. One, you can scroll down here on the welcome page and hit lessons. The other option is for you to click lessons on this tab on the left. So once you go to lessons, you're going to see the learning modules. I'm going to go to learning module 0, which is course introduction. Have some learning objectives here so you can kind of review those. Those are up on the screen. The next thing is room availability. So there's going to be some things that you need to do outside of class. It's going to require you to have Adobe Dreamweaver. If you don't have it on your personal computer, hey, that's fine. We have 40 computers in AGS 211. So you can click here and see a full schedule of when those classes are available. You're more than welcome to access that room when no one else is using it for class. All right, here is the course schedule. Some of the topics might change a little bit, but the learning modules and the assignments and the class meetings, those are going to be pretty solid. There is a book, and we are going to use it. I'm always very diligent to make sure that the books that I require are cost effective and useful. And this is the second time teaching. This will be the third time teaching this class. Third time using the book. Students say that they use the book. And that it's easy to read. So I trust this book. We're going to use it. You're going to need it, and it's a great resource for you to take after you graduate. I would definitely review how to use and access your Office 365 OneDrive. That is kind of a cloud service, so all of the files that you're going to be working on are going to be saved in your OneDrive, and you're going to share that folder with me. There's not going to be any saving anything on the computers in the computer lab. If you would like to save things that you're working on a jump drive, that's great. But anything that you want me to evaluate and grade or take a look at will need to be on your OneDrive, and that folder must be shared with me. So here's some great resources to help you get started. We have some great IT staff. So if you have problems, reach out to them first. This is a fantastic resource, W3 Schools. Honestly, anything you need to know about HTML and CSS coding can be found here. It's a fantastic resource. So when you do have questions, you need to know how to do something, you want tutorials on how to do some cool stuff, please go here. Please check it out. It's fantastic. All right, so here is one of your assignments. I need a headshot from each of you. It needs to be professional. Are you asking yourself what a professional headshot looks like? Well, guess what? I have some examples of what those professional headshots will look like. Here are some options. You can also read some of these descriptions of what I want to see in those headshots. Also, take a look at the requirements. It needs to be a TIFF, it needs to be RGB, it needs to be 300 on the resolution, and the size needs to be an 8 by 10. So if you haven't taken a media design class or you don't know what these things are, I would suggest that you find some tutorials online. Lynda.com is a fantastic resource for Photoshop. But like I said, these are pretty standard. These are things that you have to know how to do. This is a senior level course, and so hopefully you've had media design and you've learned how to do these. If not, I suggest you get online and figure out how to do those. There's also a grading rubric attached to each of these, so I suggest you take a look at it, see how everything's going to pan out as far as your grade. All right, next is writing an About Me page. Here's some tips on writing an About Me page. Take a look at it. There's some great links in here to some fantastic resources. Please check those out. Take some time to read them. Your About Me section, your About Me content. Um, I have some examples right here that you can look up. Some more links to some fantastic articles that you should read before you get there and develop that About Me section. So utilize all these resources. There's a lot of great resources that I've put out on this first introduction module. So be sure you get these things done Tuesday at midnight. So that gives you some time. Don't wait and get this stuff done. We're gonna start rocking and rolling, and we're gonna really jump into how to develop some basic knowledge of web design, and it should be a really good class.